Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I've got an all graphic novel book haul for you. Originally, I did this video and I'd already had it posted to YouTube, getting ready to, had it scheduled and stuff. But then I acquired, I think, 2 or 3 more graphic novels. So I said, you know what, I'm going to scrap that one and I'm going to make this one here. So instead of 7 graphic novels or 6 graphic novels from the last time, I believe I've got 9. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually 10. All right. So that being said, I've got some that are a couple that are pretty much just superhero, if you want to put it that way, or superhero-ish, if you want to say it like that. And then I've got 2 that are kind of horror-ish, because the characters could be considered horror characters. And then the rest of them are just horror, period. All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and get underway. I'll go ahead and do the superhero ones first, all right? And all of these, this is my first time reading any of these, okay? Or my first time even having these, all right? So the first one we got is Harleen. And this is an origin story of Harley Quinn. And I don't know how many origin stories she's had. I don't know if she's like the Joker, excuse me, and has had a million origin stories or what. But this is one of them, at least. All right, and I love this cover. Okay, and this is by Stepan Sajic. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. It's Stjepan, and S with the little curvy thing, Ejic with a apostrophe on that too, or whatever. Anyway, the cover is really awesome, and it's kind of what you would consider to be a step back, except for this one. If you lift it up, you get this, which is even creepier and scarier. And then, of course, put it down and you get the whole Harley Quinn looking thing there. All right, so that is it. That is Harleen. Let me find a place to put this. Hang on a minute. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. Okay, next up, the last one in the superhero category, and this one is one of those that I got because I absolutely love the costume. And this is Spider-Gwen. And she's kind of like the Spider-Man of an alternate universe. Like I said, I don't know a lot about these characters. I just love the costume, so I said, you know what, I want to read more about the character. And this collects Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, Spider-Gwen 2015A number 1 through 5, and Spider-Gwen 2015B 1 through 6. The writer is Latour. Don't know his first name. Let me find it here. Jason Latour. The artwork is by Robbie Rodriguez and Chris Visions. Here's just one piece of artwork there. I said, that's the reason I like her costume. It just has such a nice color scheme to it. It's just really awesome. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to reading this. Like I said, this is just a first-time thing. And this one also has a kind of a nice, take this part off and you get this. And then back here you get this. All right. And I just realized I hold my head up like this. You guys can probably see if I've got any, boogers. Sorry about that. In my nose. I'm sorry. And I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't put my head up like that. Okay, so the next one up is the 2 that are considered to be horror-ish. And they're both Vampirella. All right. I love Vampirella. All right. And the first one is Vampirella versus Dracula. All right. And the artwork is by Joseph Linsner. And that's the exterior artwork. He's a really cool artist. And let's see. And this is written by Joe Harris, and it's illustrated by Ivan Rodriguez. And I'm pretty sure the title is a dead giveaway. It's kind of a Vampirella versus Dracula thing. Yeah, it is. So let me see if I can find a nice splash page or something, Oh my gosh, let me find one here. Well, here's some of the artwork right here, and then you got like this splash page. I think this is one of the covers. of the original series. So yeah, I mean, it's got some really nice artwork. You got Vampirella here with her on her horseback, and then the eyes right over here. I like that. All right. Okay, next up, another one, Vampirella. This is a hardcover, and both those are published by Dynamite. Harley's published by DC Comics, of course. Excuse me, and Spider-Gwen is, of course, published by Marvel Comics. All right, and this is Vampirella Aliens. Vampirella, and yes, it means the aliens like from the movies. In fact, they've done a lot of aliens and different superhero or whatever mashups. They did one for Batman, for Superman, Vampirella. Trying to think who else they've done. They've had ones with Predator and RoboCop and all different kinds of things. Anyway, this is Vampirella versus these alien creatures. And I can't wait to read this one. This just sounds completely so awesome. Let me see. Let me find some decent artwork here. Maybe something with Vampirella and the aliens in it. I don't know. Here's one of the aliens. There's another one there. Let's find Vampirella. In this one, I think Vampirella is having to wear like some kind of space suit. I think it does take place in outer space from what I can tell. So she wears the space suit, which I didn't think she would have to wear that, but, you know, her being a vampire. But I don't think she's an undead vampire. I know she's from this planet called Dracula, and I don't think that she's actually undead. I think she just drinks blood to be able to live, and she does have some powers and stuff. Anyway, that is Aliens, Vampirella. And sorry about that glare. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, and now, actually I'm going to switch this around a little bit. The next one I've got is an adaptation from L. Gehring, I believe it is. Let me see who the adaptation for this is, because it says, actually adapted and edited by Robert Napton, and the illustrations and cover are by L. Gehring. I'm not sure who that is, but this is absolutely gorgeous thing. This is Dracula starring Bela Lugosi. And let me just find some of the artwork. And I'm pretty sure you guys know what Dracula is about, so I'm not going to tell you all that. Let me find this first one here. Here's one. There's one with Dracula and his victim, and I bet you that's Lucy. Got the blood, the two holes, the blood dripping from her neck. And let me see here. There's a few really awesome ones. Let me find them. There's one I really loved with Lucy. Sorry about this. Trying to be as quick as I can. All right. Come on, baby. Come on here. Here we go. This is where the stake is being driven into Lucy's heart. I mean, that art is just fantastic. I love it, man. Tell you what. All right, and let me find one more. Bear with me, please. Well, you know what? I'm not finding anything real fast. But yeah, I love the artwork in this. I cannot wait to start reading this just for the artwork alone. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love comic books. I mean, especially love comic book artwork. So yeah, anyway. All right, so the next 5 are from Joe Hill and his Hill House Comics line. And these are published by DC Black Label. The first one we've got, and I don't think I'm doing these in order of when they were published. So anyway, first one we got is Plunge. And this is written by Joe Hill with the artwork by Stuart Eminem. And here's just an example of some of the artwork. Let's see here. And then here. And here. All right. And these got these really kind of nice clear looking covers that kind of, you can see there's something else behind them and then you raise them up, and it's just a little bit different, you know. And this one, in 1983, a state-of-the-art drilling ship, the Derleth, vanished near the Arctic Circle. Decades later, it has begun sending a distress call. Tracing the signal to a remote atoll in the Bering Strait, the Rococo Oil Company hires the Carpenter brothers and their salvage crew to investigate the ghost ship. Joined by a marine biologist and an oil executive, the brothers set out on a grim mission to learn what caused the disappearance and recover the bodies of the crew, only to find that the Derleth's men aren't dead, even if they're also not quite alive anymore. All right. And the name of the ship pays homage to the writer August Derleth, and also the Carpenter brothers. I'm pretty sure that might be an homage to John Carpenter. Anyway, that is Plunge. All right. Okay, next up, and this is written by M.R. Carey, who you may know as Mike Carey, who wrote The Girl with All the Gifts, Fell Side, Someone Like Me, The Boy on the Bridge. Yeah, anyway, the artwork for this is by Peter Gross, and this is the Dollhouse Family. All right, let me just open up the page of the artwork. Here you go. Nice creepy looking kid. Got right here and here. All right. And what does this cover look like? Let's look at these. Oh, that was kind of a variation. That was pretty nice. I like that. All right. Okay. And let me see what this is. On Alice's 6th birthday, she got the gift she didn't know she always wanted. A big, beautiful 19th century dollhouse, complete with a family of antique dolls. In no time at all, the dollhouse isn't just Alice's favorite toy, it's her whole world. And soon, young Alice learns she can magically enter the house to visit a new group of friends, straight out of a heartwarming children's novel, the Dollhouse Family. Excuse me. But in the real world, her family life is much darker, and deep within the dollhouse's twisting halls, the Black Room waits with an offer to Alice. The house can fix all this, the room says. All she has to do is say the words. All right. And that is the Dollhouse Family. Okay, next up we have got... this is by Carmen Maria Machado, and I believe she's got some novels out, and I just can't remember what they are. I'm sorry about that. The artwork is by Danny, and this is the Low Woods. And you got on the back here, you got like a deer woman. Shudder to think Pennsylvania has been on fire for years. The woods are full of rabbits with human eyes, a deer woman who stalks hungry girls, and swaths of skinless men. And the people of Shudder to think? Well, they're not doing so well either. When Elle and Octavia wake up in a movie theater with no memory of the last few hours of their lives, the two teenage dirtbags embark on a horrifying journey to uncover the truth about the strange town that they call home. And that is the Low Woods. Alrighty. And then we have got from Laura Marks with artwork by Kelly Jones. Kelly Jones is an awesome horror artist. Excuse me. Here's some of the art along here too. And then right here. And this is called Daphne Byrne, B-Y-R-N-E. In the gaslit splendor of late 19th century New York, rage builds inside 14-year-old Daphne. The sudden death of her father has left her alone with her grief-stricken mother. Emotionally adrift and living outside her means, the widow becomes easy prey for a group of occultists promising to contact her dead husband. While fighting to disentangle her mother from these charlatans, Daphne experiences a genuine supernatural encounter, a strange, insidious presence in her own body. Brother, a charming entity with unspeakable appetites, visits her in her dreams and whispers in her ear. Soon Daphne is sharing his terrifying power. A demon, a ghost, her own hallucination? Daphne can't be sure what brother is or what he wants. And even if she knew, could she stop him? Would she want to? That is Daphne Byrne. Okay. Last but not least, I've got also by Joe Hill, and the artwork is by Leo Max, I believe it is. And this is Basket Full of Heads. June Branch is in trouble. She's trapped on Brody Island with nowhere to run. Her boyfriend, Liam, has been kidnapped, and 4 bloodthirsty escaped convicts will stop at nothing to find her. All poor June has to defend herself with is a strange Viking axe with the terrifying power to decapitate a person and leave their heads still talking. If she's going to save Liam and herself, June will have to keep a cool head, or even a whole basket full of them. And that is Basket Full of Heads by Joe Hill and Leo Max. Let's find a piece of art here. Here's one right there. All right. And then let's see. And then here, a little example. Okay. And that is it. Let's see what this one looks like, though. Wait a minute here. Yeah, it looks like kind of like the axe. You can kind of see the runes or whatever, the axe or whatever they're called. Anyway, let's show that again. Kind of weird cover. Yeah. Anyway, that is it. That is my all graphic novel book haul. So I'm going to post this, let's see, Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to post it on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, because today is Tuesday. So far, it still is. Anyway, thanks for watching, and you guys have a great evening. Bye.